Cutback is the water coaster at Water Country U.S.A. This is the park's most unique attraction, as it is a fast-paced Master Blaster slide from ProSlide. This type of slide is notable for their uphill ascents, but Cutback is quite a bit different for its setup. I'll explain in this review. Meltdown was a toboggan-style water slide that opened at Water Country in 2000. This slide went back and forth as it carved its way down a hillside. The park removed it after the 2018 season, replacing it with a spiritual successor of sorts. Cutback opened in 2019. This was the first water coaster in Virginia, and more notably, the first Master Blaster in the SeaWorld chain. This would be a ProSlide water coaster that would weave its way down the exact same hill as Meltdown, but it would be more technologically advanced. It would feature 3 uphill ascents and 5 quick saucer turns. It is also far more eye-catching. Meltdown in a plain white trough. Cutback is a far more vibrant color scheme. The enclosed bits are blue and teal. The uphill bits are white, and the saucer turns are yellow and orange. Water coasters are typically the most popular slides at their respective water parks, and that certainly seems to be the case with Cutback. This slide the longest wait by far during my lone visit to Water Country. By midday, the line exceeded an hour, and the queue wasn't entirely filled either. There are a lot of switchbacks before reaching the final staircases. Towards the top, the stairs split into 2 sides. You are welcome to choose either of them. Both take you up to the load platform, so select whichever side is shorter. This is one of the more efficient water coasters out there. There are 2 spots to load, then each raft can hold up to 4 guests, and the park has fast dispatches. They often send rafts before the prior one has hit the final splashdown pool. The lengthy queues are solely because of the ride's popularity. So how can you beat the crowds? There are 2 ways to do so. First, head here early in the day. Because Cutback is towards the very back of the park, not many people make this their very first stop. If you head there first, Cutback should have a minimal wait. It was just a 15-minute wait a half hour after the park opened, but the line started to grow steadily after that first hour. Second, purchase a quick queue. This is a pricey upcharge, but it will get you expedited boarding on Cutback. I imagine the line also decreases at the very end of the day, but I cannot speak from experience. You must have at least 2 people, but no more than 4. Your raft's weight cannot exceed 700 pounds, and the staff will weigh your group at the top. Riders sit in line, and the park asks the heavier guests to ride towards the back. Once dispatched, you have a small and mild drop into a tunnel. You then slightly turn right and have a small double down. One of those dips gives a small pop of airtime. Next is a right-hand saucer turn. If you've never experienced one of these, they are steeply banked turns that hold your speed. These don't have any notable Gs, but you will feel an increase in speed as you zip around them. You then blast uphill. Cutback is specifically a RocketBlast model, meaning it uses high-powered water jets to push you uphill. You maintain your speed from the prior turn. You don't get airtime at the top. Instead, you get something else. If you've ridden any other RocketBlast slide, you know the water jets send a massive deluge of water over your head at the top, and Cutback is no different. It is shocking even when you know it's coming. You then have a mild left-hand turn in the dark, followed by another fast-paced saucer turn right. This is followed by another hill upwards, and like before, no negative Gs, but you'll get hit by a ginormous wave at the top. Next comes the ride's fastest paced sequence. You have 3 consecutive saucer turns. You keep changing directions while building up more and more speed. This causes the raft to really drift into the final 2 turns. Then comes the third and final uphill ascent, and it's similar to the first 2, as you will get drenched at the apex. You then have a gentle right turn in the dark, followed by one last dip. This quick little drop gives a little bit of airtime. Then you glide into the final pool, ending the 850-foot or 259-meter long slide. This has to be one of the best paced water coasters. This is because of the aforementioned saucer turns, and much of the layout is consistently going downhill because of the terrain. There is one weakness compared to the other water coasters though: drops. The best part about water coasters are the large drops they typically feature, and those drops usually offer nice pops of airtime. Most water slides avoid these sizable drops because they do not have a way to go back uphill. but water coasters do. Cutback only has a few small dips and no sizable drops. I would have preferred the ride to be set up like Avalanche at Soaky Mountain Water Park. It has another terrain-based water coaster with several saucer turns, but it also goes a bit higher off the ground at points so it can mix in some sharp drops as well. So what would I rate Cutback? I would give this water coaster a 6 out of 10. That score is relative to the other water coasters out there. Again, this is decent for the genre, but a decent water coaster is still a top-tier water slide. I absolutely love Cutback's speed and pacing. You never slow down, and it is so refreshing on a hot day. I just wish it had a big drop or two mixed in like the other water coasters out there. That would truly complete the ride experience. So what are your thoughts on Cutback? Do you feel it's missing some drops as well? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.